This is the CMC Markets Connect Volatility Report. No surprise that US banks feature heavily in the wake of the SVB collapse and the subsequent contagion fears that gripped the sector. These may be ebbing as the new week gets underway, but at a single stock level, Bank of America printed one-day vol of 110.78% on Friday, against 42.74% for the month. Wells Fargo came in at 115.42% on the day, versus 43.86% for the month. Whilst giving some idea of how widespread that fear was, Deutsche Bank saw daily vol of 113.7% against 41.29% for the month. The heavy selling on US bank stocks left CMC's proprietary basket covering the sector to slide some 3.75% on Friday, although it did manage to close off intraday lows. One-day volatility came in at 114.99% against 41.72% for the month. Bitcoin managed to recover some of the losses from earlier in the week during Friday's session, driving price action in the legacy coin as a result. One-day vol printed 55.5% against 42.28% for the month. Solana followed a similar trajectory, albeit on a somewhat magnified scale, resulting in one-day vol of 125.49% against 76.4% for the month. Corn made some modest gains ahead of the weekend break, rebounding from the multi-month lows, with some investors seeming to see the grain as undervalued at these levels. One-day vol sat at 25.48% against 18.48% for the month. And finally, currency markets were dominated by the yen. The Bank of Japan's monetary policy statement left rates low, but there was some notable weakness for the greenback off the back of that NFP print. Dollar yen fell by more than two big figures around the data, driving daily vol to 16.13% against 10.48% for the month. Action was even more pronounced for the yen against the Aussie dollar, with prints of 19.02% and 10.2% respectively.